cloth called First Down and Touchdowns, and I've hooped my, I put tearaway stabilizer, good quality tearaway stabilizer inside the hoop. And you know, first it's going to do, like on all the other blocks, it's going to do the placement line, we'll lay the fabric, it'll do the basting. But the very first thing it's really going, the stitch is that football. So I've gone ahead and I put brown thread in the bobbin and brown thread in the top thread. So now I'm just going to start my machine and let it stitch out my placement line. Here we go. Alrighty, I'm going to place the square inside those placement lines that the machine stitched for me. By the way, just to reiterate, I do put the Pellon Shape Flex 101 fusible on the back of my fabric. It just gives it a really professional quality, helps to keep the block from shrinking in from the embroidery. And I'm going to hit the button and we're going to base the square in place. Again, I want you to put tape down to secure it. I'm not going to do that because I'm a rebel. Later on, these basting stitches will be removed. They're very large stitches. The next thing that's going to stitch will be the shape of the football for my applique. Okay, as you can see, there's a shape for my football. I'm going to lay my fabric over the football so it can be tacked down. I also like to put a little bit of batting underneath my fabric because it'll make it puff up a little bit, and I kind of like that look in applique. Alright, so here we, remember again, tape your corners so that the fabric stays in place. Moved the embroidery hoop from my machine and placed it on a flat table. Now I'm going to trim away all this excess fabric on the outside of this football. I'm going to use really sharp applique scissors. Sometimes I see people in classes trying to cut applique with something like this. This doesn't work really good. So get yourself some really good scissors. I'm going to try and sell these on my website so that you guys can have access to them. The idea is to cut really, really close to those stitches without cutting through them. When you're done cutting away the excess fabric, go ahead and put the hoop back in the machine, and what is going to stitch out next will be the satin stitch around the football. Alright, I'm going to start the machine and it will satin stitch around the football. So I've gone ahead and changed the bobbin to a white, and I put white top thread in because the next thing that's going to stitch out will be the laces on the football. Okay, the last thing to stitch out will be the words first downs and touchdowns. So if I were you, I'd put a brand new, very full bobbin in your bobbin case and the same color thread on top. Mine's going to be red, so I have red in the bobbin, red in the top, and that's going to be the last thing to stitch out. So just go ahead and start your machine. Let it roll. Okay, your block is done. Go ahead and cut these little jump stitches between the letters. Remove this basting and as much stabilizer as you can. And you have your first down block.